it usually, great defense from Wolfgang there.
McDanel had to rush it as the clock was expiring. You usually don't like to split hands there, go diving for it, but you had to in that situation. So a lot of good stuff from McDaniel there. He had a few opportunities. And that last one was particularly impressive in that he got to really crisp head inside single.
So 2 shots now for McDaniel that probably, if we froze the frame, you'd think they'd end in takedowns, but the defense has been stout from Frable. Yeah, Frable had a decent Princeton Open. He went 3-1, took down a couple of opponents, including Davis from Lehigh, but ended up dropping a match to Rodemaker there in the semifinals.
Well, there is a name that is probably familiar to Husker fans and Cam McDaniel fans, because Justin Rodemaker was the guy to beat Cam McDaniels in the finals of the last 2 junior world team trials.
Cam will get his one pretty quickly. And it's back to this chess match on the feet.
Our penultimate match, of course, heavyweights next with the Husker debut of A.J. Ferrari against number 13, Brady Colbert.
A problem for Camden McDaniel last season was his track record against ranked opponents. He struggled to put those matches away or compete in those matches. He ended up going 8-5, including in the postseason at Big Tens and Nationals. So an opportunity to kind of right that ship, you know, start fresh in a new season and start off with a ranked win for both wrestlers.
Yeah, another quality shot, another quality opportunity here, and not only is he in on the shot, but it forced a stall call on Frable. I think Frable's been fighting really tough, but he has been a little passive. All the shots mostly coming from McDaniel thus far.
And so they will stalemate out, but the stall call in the pocket for McDaniel if he decides to keep on pushing him, which I assume he'll try to do.
You would assume.
You never know when you get up to the heavier weights what they're thinking.
You're not lying.
Deep shot from McDaniel.
Yeah, Frable blocked through the crotch. Daniel's going to try to jump that leg, most likely.
In the period, comes under instead.
Yeah.
10 seconds for McDaniel.
Again, looks like he's going to run out of time just like he did in the second.
Huge split from Frable. Great athleticism from the Army wrestler.
Frable will go underneath, start the third stanza, and see what McDaniel opts to do. Will he cut him, try to get a takedown on his feet, or maybe ride and try to get a turn?
Might be a little bit of maybe blood on the mat. Gonna take a second. Both wrestlers getting a much needed breather. Manning and Nickerson giving words of wisdom. As we enter the third round at 197. Caution on McDaniel.
Not a whole lot of Wolfgangs out there.
I personally have not met any.
I know there's Wolfgang Puck.
And it will be the straight cut from McDaniel, similar to what happened to him.
I feel like there's a composer named Wolfgang.
I feel like there was too.
All right, McDaniel.
Great stuff by McDaniel. Can't get around fast enough. Lift. Straight into a roll.
Nice Granby by Wolfgang.
Straight into 3 for McDaniel. He sneaks around the back. Thought he was going to get some back points there.
I thought he was in trouble. I thought McDaniel was in trouble for the moment. But, you know, we noted the lack of Frable offensive attacks. And what do you know? The first time he takes one, McDaniel has a beautiful counter on.
He's working that back leg and that bar. We've seen that bar in the majority of matches tonight. Ref telling Frable to get a move on down there. McDaniel trying at that Turkian. Stall call on Frable. And that is the second stall call, so McDaniel will pick up an extra point as he approaches a minute of ride time. That time is secured, and this match seems to be falling away from Frable. Riding time in the pocket, so 6-1. McDaniel is going to defeat number 27, Wolfgang Frable, and take 3 points from that decision and chunk it onto the total. 30-3 the score at the moment. 9 straight Husker victories since the opening match at 125 pounds.
And it's been a good mix too. It's been a mix of like a dominant Brock Hardy win, a dominant Chris Minto win, but there's also been some that they had to fight through. Cam McDaniel had to find a way.